From the refurbished American Legion Memorial Stadium in downtown Charlotte, North Carolina, this is USL Championship Soccer on ESPN Plus, presented by Chick-fil-A and the Charlotte area operators. Chick-fil-A is an official sponsor of the Charlotte Independents, the Independent Soccer Academy, and American Legion Memorial Stadium. At long last, it's been refurbished. It's ready to reopen. American Legion Memorial Stadium ushers in a new era in Charlotte Independent soccer. Sean St. Jacques, the former Premier League and MLS standout, Lloyd Sam, along with you. Lloyd, obviously these two teams met earlier this season. New York Red Bulls, too, got the better of Charlotte by 3-1.
Yeah, this was a bit of a surprising game when you look at the form at the time. New York Red Bulls, too, weren't really doing amazing at the time, but they turned up to this game really sharp from the beginning. You see here this finish from Road Mitchell. Charlotte didn't quite start sharp enough in that game. They'll be looking to correct that tonight.
Dane Kelly scored. He got a consolation goal in the end. New York Red Bulls, too, ended up winning the game by 3-1. Obviously, Charlotte ushering in a new era in their history. They say farewell to the Sportsplex at Matthews, where they were phenomenal over the last few seasons. The last loss was on October 10th of 2020. They obviously beat Charleston with a big 3-0 win on June 23rd. That was their last win at Matthews. And Sabella, a late injury time goal on June 23rd. That's the last goal scored there for the Independents at Matthews. They were really good there during those 4 seasons. Can they continue that amazing home form on in their new stadium, their new and refurbished stadium as well? We start now by looking at the players to watch tonight. This one brought to you by Great Clips and none other than Dane Kelly. Lloyd gets us started.
Well, right there, we're looking at the USL all-time top scorer. Dane Kelly, 4 goals on the season, but it's not just his goals that I love about him. You know, he works hard, he runs around, he harasses defenders, and then he gets his rewards.
On the other side of things for New York Red Bulls, too, this man, Jeremy Raffanello, our player to watch, had a brace in the win over Charlotte when these last two teams met.
Yeah, in that game, he really announced himself. You know, it was more about LaCava, Omar Soul, Daniel Edelman, and we've all started talking about Jeremy Raffanello. 2 goals in that meeting, and you know he'll like to keep in that vein.
Charlotte Independents are ushering in a brand new era in their history with their refurbished new stadium. New York Red Bulls, too, look to crash the party in Charlotte. It's Charlotte, it's New York Red Bulls, too, and it's coming up next.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Hey guys, this is Gabby Douglas. If you have an active lifestyle like me, hydration is key. That's why I love the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. With more electrolytes than some of the leading sports drinks, it's a cleaner way to hydrate and recover, with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. So try the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. Order online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
There are currently 2 million American spouses and children whose family member was killed or disabled in defense of our country, which is why I founded the Folds of Honor, providing educational scholarships to the families of 1% of the Americans who protect our freedom.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Fold of Honor.
Please join our squadron today. Your $13 a month speaks volumes and changes lives forever.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Sean St. Jacques, Lloyd Sam back here with you. Tonight's matchup between Charlotte and New York Red Bulls 2, presented by Novant Health, as these two teams get ready to do battle in Charlotte. Let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup, presented by Adidas. And Lloyd, we know it very well at this point, a very formidable front five for Mike Jeffries' side.
Yeah, very formidable. We already talked about Dane Kelly. Love Marcelo Palomino on that left side. You know, at the back is very solid. It's a solid team. I'm expecting big things at their new stadium.
Let's take a look at how John Wolyniec sets up New York Red Bulls 2 tonight. Obviously, LaCava and Raffanello, along with Omar Sow up top, definitely worth keeping an eye on tonight.
Definitely worth keeping an eye on. I've got an eye on LaCava. I think, you know, he scored last game. He's been finding his form. Really want to see how Edelman does in the midfield today. He's been doing very well this season. Raffanello we talked about.
The fans are out in force tonight, welcoming in a new era of Charlotte independent soccer. Coach Mike Jeffries told us earlier this year, we kind of asked him, hey, feels like, a few years in the making. He said, no. It's been 6 years in the making for this field to finally be ready to go and refurbished. An American Legion Memorial Stadium is ready to go for its first game with Charlotte Independence in it for this new era of the organization. As you see there, John Griggs is our center referee tonight, and he is just about ready to get us set. Charlotte Independence, of course, will be kicking us off in their home blues. New York Red Bulls 2 will be wearing their road blacks with the white trim and, of course, the white bulls on the front.
Very exciting day, new stadium. The guys should be up for it. The fans are up for it. I think it's one of them where it's the whole organization, GM, owners. Everybody should have that extra little motivation for that Charlotte team. Funny enough, for the away team as well, I feel like it should be the same.
Charlotte Independence ushers in a new era at American Legion Memorial Stadium, and the match in Charlotte is underway. And 8 seconds in, a free kick allows the home side to move things forward. Again, Sean St. Jacques Lloyd, Sam here with you. The historic stadium, American Legion Memorial Stadium, gets its first look with Charlotte Independence inside it in the new era of this organization's history. And 3-1, Charlotte lost at New York Red Bulls 2 when they met just a few matches ago. Charlotte on the front foot with an early corner kick here.
That's a corner kick for the Independents.
A Chick-fil-A corner, 40 seconds in for Charlotte. We're coming off a 1-0 defeat at Pittsburgh earlier this week. First time in their history that Charlotte lost to Pittsburgh in 13 tries. They had gone 12 matches unbeaten against the Riverhounds before losing by 1-0 just a few days ago. Palomino whips this in. Oh, a good chance here for Charlotte. Roberts right in the middle of things, just didn't have enough time to react.
Sure, and that's a chance. That it's coming, it's just hit Hugh Roberts, but I'm not sure what was right in front of him. He must have been a bit put off by something. But anytime the ball hits you that close to goal,
is a competitive advantage.
It's definitely a chance.
New York Red Bulls 2 coming off a 1-1 draw against the Miami FC last time out, and then before that losing as well in Pittsburgh by 2-1. Pittsburgh technically scored all 3 goals. It was an own goal. That's the only way that New York Red Bulls 2 were able to get on the board.
Pittsburgh is a tough place to go. I've seen a few games there this season. They didn't start off too well beginning of the season, but they really rallied. They're up there in the standings now. It's going to be a tough division. I always say about this one, there's going to be some upset teams. I think more than 4 teams will expect to advance. Let's just say it that way.
And Pittsburgh also has been really good, Lloyd, on the road, winning at Tampa Bay earlier this season as well. Bob Lilly's side always tough to break down.
Yeah.
As Irving Pardo nearly scored against Pittsburgh. He's brought down from behind here. John Griggs has a good early look at that challenge. As Mike Knapp came in from behind, pleads his case with the referee. And we'll take another look at this AccuVision Eye Care replay.
It's a bit of a nasty one, little follow through right into his legs. You don't want to see that.
Fans still filing in here. American Legion Memorial Stadium coming up on the 3rd minute. 10,500 seats available in this new stadium. Of course, there is weather in the area, the entire east coast of the country getting hit with storms at the moment. But it's great to see a good chunk of fans still out to watch Charlotte bring in their new rejuvenated stadium. course, that's one of the perks as well, being in downtown Charlotte. There's a great skyline view for the fans as well. And get an early chance that Hugh Roberts couldn't take advantage of. Now what can Irvin Parra do from here? Could be an opportunity for the Independents. It was a good threaded ball through in behind by Sabella. Cleared out for a throw.
Sean, you talked about it being downtown. That makes such a difference. Stadiums I've been to, like Portland Timbers, right in the center of town. It gets a real good atmosphere. It's very fun. You know, you go to the bars, you have a few drinks. So I imagine it could be a similar kind of vibe here.
Charlotte with Jake Arman. The Bulls 2 win it back, and it's a lovely ball through the middle here. Opportunity for Serge Ngoma, or I should say Omar Sow, and a magnificent save by Miller. Nearly a chance. Ngoma on the follow-up along with LaCava, and Charlotte blasted away, but they were nearly in with Omar Sow there.
Wow, what a chance that was. How can he get in? How can he get straight in from there? You got to wonder what's going on at the back for Charlotte. But honestly, he does great. Good little ball here from Ngoma. You know what? I was wondering if he had the pace. He has the pace. He does everything right. He puts it low and hard to the corner. That's a great save by Brandon Miller.
Vision replay shows you so close, and Miller, who bailed Charlotte out with multiple saves in the Pittsburgh match, comes up with a huge one inside the first 5 minutes.
That is a great save, because that ball's going right into the corner. You know, once you get there, you're probably a bit exhausted from that sprint. You got to concentrate on it, and he did all of that. He's unlucky, Omar Sow.
Well, there's a Charlotte player down here after a collision. Clay Dimmick is the one that remains on the turf. John Griggs on the scene, making sure everything is okay. There's Mike Jeffries.
A nice shirt, Mike Jeffries. I like it.
Ready for the occasion. He's as excited as anybody to welcome in this new era and this new refurbished stadium.
Get the best wings in town.
Obviously told us that it's not going to be easy. They've already lost to New York Red Bulls 2 this season, and they know what they're up against today.
I think that makes it harder for Red Bulls. You know, you beat a team like they did. It was quite a convincing win. Teams don't just let that go. You know, you note that down, then you remember it. You're coming to play them again. That's that extra motivation that has to be used going into this game. That would have hurt them that game.
Good to see Clay Dimmick back up onto his feet. The ball rolled through there. Look, I should say Raffanello made sure that Miller was able to grab it, and he did.
Hey, ref. Is there any way he can stand back?
Take a look at tonight's injury report. Brought to you by Novant Health. Charlotte looked to be okay going into this one. Obviously, Oforti and Juan Castillo not able to make it for John Wolyniak's side tonight. As Charlotte trying to play that in for Irvin Parra, it's cleared away. And Charlotte Independents try to backtrack here defensively. Raffanello, wonderfully done on the way through. On the other side here, LaCava. Oh, it's beautifully done in, and Miller's there to deny so yet again. In behind, and Ngoma stays down here, but it was wonderfully done on the Activision replay, and Red Bulls 2 nearly score.
What a great ball here, Jake LaCava putting it across. Brandon Miller again gets to it. Wow, what a great move by the young boys. You really, you know, that's 2 great chances, but if not for Brandon Miller, that's 2-0. At first, I wanted Raffanello to take the ball on a little bit more and maybe play in LaCava, you know, commit a man, but it worked out perfectly in the end.
Well, first it was So on a breakaway, then Ngoma. Both times Miller up to the task. Now Edelman will take this corner. Goes towards the near post. So corralled it initially, went down. Red Bulls 2 can recycle it. It's sent back into the mixer. Miller is able to leap up and grab it. Let's take a look now, Lloyd, at the Gatorade. Keys to the game for both teams.
Keys to the game, new stadium energy for Charlotte. And they haven't really used it so far. They've been on the back foot, honestly. Red Bulls have used their own stadium energy, maybe. For Red Bulls, it's get the press right. You know, it's a very famous press they've got over there. And against passing teams like Charlotte, can you get it right and pick them off and generate chances? And they've generated chances without even using the press necessarily, but could have easily been 2-0, Sean.
Red Bulls 2 win it back. Raffanello helping defensively, and you said it, Lloyd, 2 huge saves from Brandon Miller in the opening moments here. John Woleniek's side have got to feel that they could be 1-0, possibly 2-0 up already. They've got an early boost of energy. Here's Jake Arman. Now Bronico in the midfield for Charlotte. Independents have given a bit of a shock start here. They're trying to manage things at the moment. Palomino over the top, goalkeeper commits, and Luca Lewis is able to grab it. One of the things that Mike Jeffries said about the meeting against Pittsburgh was they just didn't move the ball well enough. They weren't able to be quick enough with the ball at their feet. They weren't able to find Dane Kelly in enough situations where he could make an impact. And despite Irving Parra's chance, they didn't create much else in the second half of that game. It was an injury time goal in the first half from Anthony Velarde of Pittsburgh Riverhounds that ended up being the difference. And despite Charlotte needing to be on the front foot in the second half, Pittsburgh were the more likely team to score in that game.
He talked about in some of those away games them being not sharp and sluggish as well. So this is a home game. This is what he wants to see. But you know, first 10 minutes hasn't been the dream start in their new stadium, but it's 0-0, so all to play for. That's the important thing, weathering that storm, not conceding a goal. And like in this occasion, it's Brandon Miller.
Well, he had a howler last time these two teams met. He's already come up with 2 enormous early saves here. As we've really come to expect from him, that howler is definitely the exception when it comes to him. He's normally one of the better goalkeepers in the league.
Celebrate with Novant Health. Welcome back, Fest Charlotte.
What could Charlotte create from this throw-in? Dane Kelly was the target. It's blasted out of play, and the Independents will have a throw.
Celebration includes an exclusive performance by Grammy winner Anthony Hamilton.
And you can see it on the far side of your screen, that iconic stone wall that's stayed here since the stadium opened first back in 1936. That is the original wall. They've kept it there at American Legion Memorial Stadium, and it looks as nice as it probably did back then.
I love that stone wall. It really gives the stadium character all the way around. You know, I'm glad that they kept that in there.
One of the reasons it's a landmark, 100%. Since 1947, Select has been the leader in soccer ball quality and innovation. Select is the official ball supplier of the USL Championship and many of the elite leagues throughout Europe. For the latest Select's products and special offers, visit selectsportamerica.com. Throw-in for Charlotte. Look to try to create a chance of their own here after New York Red Bulls 2 nearly scored twice here to start the match. Bronico keeps it alive. Lovely interplay there as it's a lovely sliding ball over to Bronico, who whips in a good ball towards the back post. Kelly was in the area. The offside flag goes up before a second attempt can be fired in from Valentin Sabella.
Good little intricate play on the top of the box. Valentin Sabella is one that you have to watch. He can hit him. He scored a few, probably 25-yard strikes already with that left foot. So I was hoping he gets his touch right and he could hit that, but didn't quite get the touch right.
Scored the last goal at the Sportsplex at Matthews for Charlotte. Interesting to see who will be the first goal scorer in this new refurbished stadium. It could be a New York Red Bulls 2 player, but Christian Dean backtracking, clears it out for a corner on the near side.
Charlotte are allowing Red Bulls 2 to play right through them a bit too easy. That went to the defensive midfielder, forward to the striker. He turns. It's a bit too easy in that middle bit.
Third corner for Charlotte to defend here. So far, John Woleniek's strategy has been going to plan. They've hit Charlotte on the counter multiple times, dangerously on the counter. Now the other facet of the game, set pieces. Can New York Red Bulls 2 create something from this Edelman corner kick? Kava is short. Edelman will play this centrally. Good header out of there by Dane Kelly. It's only as far as Joey Zielinski. Zielinski sends it back into the penalty area. It's a good header on. Red Bulls 2 could be in, and they've scored this time. Third time's the charm for New York Red Bulls 2, and it's that man again, Jeremy Raffanello. His third goal in 2 matches against Charlotte. And New York Red Bulls 2 are crashing the party here early in Charlotte.
Jeremy Raffanello behind it. It started from Zielinski. Look at this great ball here. this great ball just over to Omar Sow, I believe. And who did we highlight in the open as a key player, right? Jeremy Raffanello, he's really been making his name over the last few weeks. He scored against Charlotte again. What a great finish that is to keep it low after it pops up. They finally get their rewards. They've been knocking on the door, and you would have thought Charlotte would have woken up a little bit, but great stuff from Red Bulls too.
AccuVision replay shows a fantastic start to this game for New York Red Bulls 2, and they've got their early reward, and Jeremy Raffanello continues to haunt Charlotte Independence, and he's the first goal scorer at the refurbished stadium. Can Charlotte get their way back into this? It's a good ball in for Kelly, and he couldn't quite get it on target, punched away by Lewis. Can Charlotte recycle it? They can. Another opportunity here now. Palomino on it. All the way back for Riascos. Independence building now. Armin asking for it, getting it on this near side. Few Charlotte players queuing up in the penalty area. And the ball in, it comes up a little bit short. And New York Red Bulls 2 can clear it. Can they attack now from it? Hugh Roberts does a good job backtracking and shielding it away. Well, we talked about Charlotte feeding off the stadium energy. New York Red Bulls 2 have been much more up for it in these first 15 minutes. They could have scored 3 times already, and they've got their goal.
Much more up for it, Sean, I agree. Very surprised in the new stadium to see Charlotte come out like this.
But here comes Charlotte on the attack now. Irvin Parra trying to switch fields here. Might have been impeded a bit. LaCava picks it up. He run into the space. Oh, it's a lovely sliding challenge defensively by Palomino. Bronico. He threaded it well. Sabella did well initially. And that's going to roll out for a Charlotte throw on the far side as the home side try to get on the attack here. Sabella. Roberts. Palomino. Bronico, this is better from Charlotte. It's a good ball in. Kelly maybe just drags him a little bit too far away from goal. Parra did well to keep it alive. And it's a Charlotte Independence corner.
Fans, let's hear it. That's a corner kick for the Independence presented by Chick-fil-A.
So a Chick-fil-A corner here for Charlotte. Palomino, one of the better distributors in the USL Championship, trying to create an opportunity for the Independents to find an equalizer. In it comes. Ooh, it just was touched over by Lewis with Hugh Roberts lurking. We'll try it again on another corner here, brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
We've seen a couple of Olympicos this season, right? Seen one from Cam Lancaster from Louisville City.
Armin looking for a different angle. It's another good ball in, and the header is over the top. And that's going to be it. All last off of Dane Kelly. Roberts lurking as well. It's a goal kick. The USL is committed to supporting the LGBTQ+ community through the Forever Proud project. The USL will strive to create safe and welcoming environments for all fans, players, employees, and partners. Learn more at uslsoccer.com/forwardforever-proud. We're starting to see Charlotte wake up a little bit here, Lord.
Yeah, there's nothing like to go 1-0 down as a slap in the face, and that forces you to get going in theory, but you know, they put on a little bit of pressure now. But I don't think Red Bulls 2 have gone away yet.
Free kick for New York Red Bulls 2. Irving Parra perplexed. The roadside will have a chance to clear their lines.
So Sean, one of the players I really want to see for Red Bulls 2 as well, Daniel Edelman. He's a guy that's been in the team all season. You know, but I haven't really been able to watch a full game and call a game. That's where I really get to see these players, and I've heard great things about him, and he's looked good. He's looked good so far. So he's one I'm going to be looking at and can talk about him again in the second half.
He was one of the players that John Woliniak mentioned by name to us without us bringing him up as one of the guys he's really excited about for the future of the organization.
Yeah, he's got a real mature head on his shoulders the way he plays the game. Wow.
Oh, Charlotte could be in here. Dane Kelly goes over the top of the goalkeeper and equalizes. It had to be him. 5th goal of the season for Dane Kelly. And the USL Championships all-time leading scorer scores Charlotte's first goal at American Legion Memorial Stadium's Reverb and equalizes for the Independents.
Dane Kelly, he doesn't stop scoring. Great ball over the top. He times his run well. He has a lot to do from there. You know, it bounced agonizingly. You didn't know if this was going to go in. He has a lot to do. What a great finish. He really knows where the goal is.
And of course, the first goal for Charlotte in the refurbished American Legion Memorial Stadium. It had to be Dane Kelly, of course.
It had to be him.
It was 1-1.
There was a lot to do there, Sean. You know, keeper's coming out. He's got guys on his back. You have to measure it right. A goal scorer is a goal scorer. They just seem to know how to get it in the back of the net.
Proud to call North Carolina home. For your private aviation needs, call on Da Vinci Jets to get you to your next visit, vacation spot, or family visit. Visit us at DaVinciJets.com.
20 minutes gone, Lloyd. 2 goals already, 1 apiece. What a start.
Yeah, we have a game. We like games with goals, don't we? So hopefully there's more.
Charlotte have woken up, and so has the crowd. Dane Kelly was recently playing in the Israeli League overseas, which Mike Jeffries, when I talked to him before the first meeting against Pittsburgh this season, just talked about how important it was to have him back. He's in again here, Kelly, and he lined it up, but ends up sweeping it wide. And when he's rampant, he's one of the toughest in the league to stop.
Yeah, he's a guy always on the shoulder of the defenders. You don't know where he is. He's just ready to go at all times. No surprise, the last goal came similar to that. You know, him just running in behind and getting it.
Christian Dean shepherds it out for a throw, and New York Red Bulls, too, still look very, very lively themselves, look very likely to potentially answer back. As Matty Acosta throws it in. Acosta again. Ulakava inviting. Still alive here for Red Bulls 2. It's another good ball in. Roberts took a touch on it to head it out, and it will be a Red Bulls 2 corner. Well, it's becoming end to end here. The ball in from JC Cortez was really searching, and Charlotte have another corner to defend here. Edelman, whose service so far has been fantastic.
It's impressive when a defensive midfielder is taking corners. That's quite rare to see. That shows you he has some culture about him, along with a tough tackle.
Edelman towards the near post, just touched on, but it falls for LaCava, and LaCava's shot over the top. Did it take a deflection? No, the referee points for a goal kick.
It's unlucky there. I see what he tried to do. He gets a little touch in. I think he just wants to put it towards that corner.
Charlotte will try to play it out of the back. You saw the crowd. It's starting to fill in a little bit here. Downtown Charlotte. What a game. What a start to this game it's been. Here's Armin. That's how to play for a New York Red Bulls 2 throw. Tune into ESPN2 Saturday, July 17th as the USL on ESPN continues with a Mountain Division clash. Colorado Springs Switchbacks, new Widener Field. Step into the national spotlight, welcoming San Antonio FC, 2 p.m. Eastern matinee. Don't miss a second. Saturday, July 17th, 2 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. Of course, Widener Field's opening night was a memorable one as well. It was a loss for the Switchbacks against New Mexico United by 3-1. earlier this season. They got their first win at Widener a few matches after that. Charlotte don't want to have to wait as long to christen American Legion Memorial Stadium's refurbishments. As there is a Red Bulls 2 player down.
I really love that brick on the stadium. You see it in the background there.
You look at the refurb process as a whole and fitting that part into it. It's one of the reasons why it's a city landmark, really. You see just kind of poking over John Wolonyak's shoulders. It's a beautiful part, beautiful aesthetic of the stadium. As Mike Knapp is the player being attended to here for New York Red Bulls 2. John Wolonyak is wondering what he's going to do here. And that might be it for Knapp. And he's getting the handshakes, that's it. So substitutions brought to you by Complete Construction Services. Tough to see that for Mike Knapp. He will make way. Kyle Zeitz, he's going to come on here. Has dealt with injuries this season, but it's good to see him back out on the pitch for New York Red Bulls 2, and he will get some run here, Lloyd.
Yes, he will. It's disappointing to have an early sub like that. You know, you come into a game prepared. You could see Mike Knapp was struggling because in the passage of play, he just stopped. While Red Bulls have had a good start, you know, they want to continue how they've started this game and get into that box and create more chances.
Zayat is in here. Let's see what Red Bulls 2 can come up with from this Edelman set piece. Handed away by the defender Roberts. Dane Kelly picks it up. Lovely back heel to find Christian Dean. And a lovely give and go back to Dane Kelly, but it's just too far out in front, even with his pace. Sabella makes sure that Lewis has to blast it forward. Riascos under some pressure. Tried to win the free kick, gets the benefit of the doubt from the referee. And Red Bulls 2 couldn't go in there.
Looked like there was a no call for a second. You can hear John Wolonyk asking the question now, what's the call?
Well, Ngoma nearly was in there if the play had continued. But Red Bulls 2 did not catch the break. John Wolonyak disagrees.
That's a ridiculous call.
Charlotte will get another free kick. Try to alleviate some of this New York Red Bulls 2 pressure.
What?
Armin in behind. Irvin Para is in an offside position before he could cross it. Valentin Sabella booted that out of play. The referee may have taken a little bit of exception to that. So a free kick for New York Red Bulls 2. And it's John Griggs who has given a yellow card to Sabella for blasting the ball out of play. Yellow card is brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. It's a bit of a mental mistake there from Sabella, and he goes into the referee's book. Alamino helping Dean on the near side. Charlotte have a throw. It's picked back up by Acosta. Goals from Raffanello and Dane Kelly, one apiece. Arbin. Some of the Red Bulls 2 staff and coaches were calling for a handball there. It was not given.
I'm good.
They'll settle for a throw-in for Acosta.
Coming for me.
So, Science was calling for it initially. It was all the way back. Tembol. Join us July 17th for our huge military appreciation night presented by Famous Toastery and benefiting Folds of Honor. Tickets are on sale now at charlotteindependence.com.
Good step there.
Red Bulls 2 win it back. It was Edelman who had it initially. They can reset now. It was end-to-end for about 10 minutes there. Both teams ended up getting a goal out of that wacky stretch of play.
Yeah, now it's the two teams are trying to get their foothold on it, you know, to get control, to impose their will on the game now. I think that's the battle right now.
It's a lovely flick forward here. And now Red Bulls 2 could be in. It's a big chance. Oh, and LaCava spoils it. The flag had stayed down. And Jake LaCava misses the chance to give Red Bulls 2 the lead back.
What great football this is, though. Little flick here. Omar Solto and Goma. He played. That's great football. Jake LaCava, this is probably one of his favorite positions, you know, on that left side. Let's see what happened here. Didn't quite get the curl on it. He'll want that back. He likes to score from that sort of position. He scored last game from that same area, so he'll definitely want that back.
Joint leading goal scorer on the team.
But what great football from Red Bulls too. In this 30 minutes, some of the passages of play that they've played, I've been really impressed with.
Christian Dean now. We nearly gave it away. Palomino with a crucial touch to keep it with the Independents. Bronico, lovely turn. Thought he was fouled. Referee says no. LaCava picks it up in a pretty good position, and then another good sliding challenge defensively, and now he gets it back here. Red Bulls 2 are in, and Miller stifles LaCava. A third phenomenal save by Brandon Miller, and LaCava's denied a second time, this time at point-blank range.
How many times have Red Bulls 2 been in this first half? They're getting in at will. You know, John Wallenick, he must feel his team should have 4 or 5 in the scoring column there.
Brandon Miller to the rescue again for Charlotte. As Lewis retrieves it off a header back to him. 3 phenomenal saves from Brandon Miller. Red Bulls 2 look the more likely now. Dean there defensively, it's out for a throw. Another look at the AccuVision replay here, Lloyd. Like you said, got a little fortunate, but LaCava should have scored.
The ball pinballs around and it ends on LaCava again. That's 2 great chances. He's hit it hard and low. You see those fly in sometimes. Brandon Miller, wow, he's kept his team in this game.
Red Bulls 2 go again here.
Jake LaCava, normally so good in front of goal in those sort of situations. One of the things I like about him is his composure in front of goal, but today he hasn't got it right. Hopefully he gets another opportunity in this game.
He's had 2 chances. Omar Sow has had a chance as well. Serge Goma was in one-on-one as well. Brandon Miller has been phenomenal.
You know, sometimes when we play this game and everything's clicking, you just get into a zone.
Oh, Charlotte could be in here. Dane Kelly! And in the end, he lost track of it at the end. It was magnificent individual play from him initially. What a goal that would have been.
About to say, he's in the zone himself. I was just talking about this zone where everything goes for you. Look at that little flick. When you're trying things like that, you're a confident player, and he's confident. He's been scoring, he's been lively.
Free kick for New York Red Bulls 2 now on the other end, as it's picking back up again here in Charlotte. And the crowd has been into it. A bit of pressure here from Dane Kelly, token pressure.
Rafa, stay, Rafa, right there, stay.
Red Bulls 2 break them down. Charlotte clear it out for a throw, and they'll get the throw as well. The Independence has partnered with Folds of Honor to raise funds for kids of fallen soldiers in the Charlotte region. We'd also like to honor your favorite veteran of the armed forces at the game. Go to charlotteindependence.com/veterans and nominate your vet today.
Here we go, Jeremy. One. Yeah. Jeremy.
Shepherded out of play for a New York Red Bulls 2 throw. It's taken quickly. This is So. And LaCava. Still Jake LaCava. It's blocked. Raffanello dispossessed. And New York Red Bulls 2 will settle for a throw.
That's the press there. You heard John Wolenek amping up his boys to get in there. You got to give him an assist for winning that ball back. He really got his guys after it. Good to see Jake LaCava taking another shot. Good little block there. Red Bulls seem up for it.
Mike Jeffries, whose team have equalized now, trying to regain a foothold in this game. As New York Red Bulls 2 start to apply a little bit more pressure. It's a good searching ball into the penalty area. Was headed down by Roberts, nearly fell for LaCava.
Well, great ball by Raffanello on the run, bouncing ball to hit it right in the danger area. Here
Still not cleared. Raffanello, a second try. Another good ball in. Roberts blocks it. Falls back for Raffanello, and Roberts clears again. Edelman keeps it alive now, only as far as Parra. Parra helping out defensively with Palomino. Are able to regain possession for the Independents. And now a ball forward. Kelly was lurking. And a good header down as it's a bit of a wrestling match off the ball between Parra and a few others. Acosta in there. John Griggs giving Irvin Parra a bit of a talking to there. I think he saw the tail end of it. John Wolenek, you could hear him yelling on the sideline. I think he wanted more than just a talking to. It's not going to be. Well, New York Red Bulls 2 have more than matched the Charlotte intensity opening up this new stadium, this refurbished stadium, I should say. Of course, it's been around since 1936, honoring the veterans of World War I.
Good there.
Charlotte regained possession. Armin. Bronico. Dispossessed. Raffanello. He can't win it back. Bronico. And the pass is cut out. New York Red Bulls 2 win it back. Riascos then fires it towards Kelly, and Lewis grabs it. If you're traveling to Charlotte to see an Independence game, make sure you stay at Hyatt Place downtown. The Hyatt Place is just blocks from the games and surrounded by endless dining options. Hyatt Place downtown, the official hotel of the Charlotte Independence. Bulls 2 have it again here. LaCava. This is Omar So, leading goal scorer from a season ago, and he tried to find LaCava. It's out for a Red Bulls 2 corner.
They've been linking up very well up there. You know, those Red Bulls 2 attackers, they've been looking dangerous every time they go forward.
So another corner for Charlotte to defend. Edelman will come forward to take this. Can they regain their lead here? Red Bulls 2. In by Edelman. So at the near post, nearly got to it. Referee blows for a foul in the penalty area. It was handled. And Charlotte can alleviate their pressure. Aquafina is the official water of the Charlotte Independence. When the game heats up, cool down with Aquafina. Well, the game has been heating up. It's been a great first half between these two.
It has been. I won't be surprised if there's, you know, a couple more chances before halftime. Charlotte needs to tighten up at the back for sure. I love the way the Red Bulls 2 attackers are playing. Dane Kelly, he's been lively on the shoulder. every time. I've just been watching him off the ball sometimes. He's always ready for the ball to come in. He slips over there as I'm talking about him. But yeah, he's always ready to, for the ball to go in behind.
Some pressure from Edelman and LaCava. One back. The Tom Bull. And New York Red Bulls 2 can reset. 6 minutes to go in what's been a very entertaining first half. Raffanello scored to start things for New York Red Bulls 2. In the 13th minute, 6 minutes later, Dane Kelly found the equalizer. Red Bulls 2 have had multiple opportunities. Brandon Miller's had 3 huge saves in this first half. Bulls 2 could be in again. The interplay, wonderful, but LaCava couldn't quite get on the end of it.
Nice interplay again from the same guys.
Now the ball in from Acosta over everybody's head, and Clay Dimmick will retrieve.
Maddie, get where your line, Maddie. Come on, we need ya.
Join us for free pregame tailgates, parties, post-game parties, and great savings at our partners by joining Jack's Brigade. Jack's Brigade is just $39.99 and comes with a gift box jammed full of great Independence swag.
Folks, join us on July 17th for our Military Appreciation Night, presented by Famous Toastery. The Jacks will wear special jerseys as we face the New York Red Bulls. Player jerseys will be auctioned to benefit Folds of Honor. Join us for this very special
Just under
night.
5 minutes to go in this first half. That man's had a number of chances, Jake LaCava, but he's been denied by that man, Brandon Miller.
Yeah, Brandon Miller's he's been at it. He's using that stadium energy to get in that zone that we're talking about.
Here comes Charlotte, Irvin Parra. Who denied initially. Arman picks it back up in a dangerous position. Whips in a good ball, looking for Kelly. Goes all the way through, could fall for Bronico here, it does. Bronico lofts it over the top, looking for Parra. Could fall for an opportunity here, the shot comes in! Oh, it's brilliantly done! It's a Dane Kelly brace! And Charlotte have turned it around at American Legion Memorial Stadium. His 6th goal of the season. And Charlotte Independence, on the reopening of their park, have taken the lead for the first time.
Sean, Dane Kelly doesn't need much. He doesn't need much space. He doesn't need much anything, much service. The ball just drops to him. Doesn't even look dangerous when the ball comes to him. But when it's Dane Kelly, that's dangerous. Weaker foot on the volley. What a goal that is. Little touch with the thigh. What a goal. He puts his hands out. A little bit of swag with it as well. He deserves that. Celebrate that goal. What a great finish.
As if to say nothing the goalkeeper can do about that, and he's right. And the fans are loving every second of it. Saw on the Activision replay, Dane Kelly's goal, but Red Bulls 2 could begin at the other end. Omar Sow denied at the vital moment. That goal, by the way, by Dane Kelly, brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing. His 6th goal of the season, his 2nd tonight, and the great Dane Kelly is on a hat trick.
The great Dane Kelly.
Oh, he's in behind now. Parra places him in, and a crucial challenge defensively. Gets to a throw. Jacks will wear special jerseys on July 17th when we face New York Red Bulls 2. Famous Toastery presents Military Appreciation Night, and those game authentic jerseys will be autographed and auctioned, with all proceeds going to Folds of Honor and scholarships for local kids of fallen veterans. Get your tickets now at charlotteindependence.com.
Big fish, small pond.
Come the Independence again here. Dane Kelly on a hat trick. Finds Palomino. Arman awaits on the near side. They find him there. Oh, not quite. Good challenge by Acosta.
Dane Kelly on a hat trick. It's the first half. We're talking about Dane Kelly on a hat trick. As if he hasn't scored enough goals already.
And both of his goals were just sumptuous.
That second one was a beauty.
Chipped the goalkeeper on the first, and then lovely control on the second. As Palomino is dragged down for a free kick.
You're right, that first one wasn't easy at all. Header next. Left foot, right
Perfect
foot,
hat
header.
trick.
Perfect hat trick.
Is in the cars potentially tonight, but we'd expect nothing less from the USL Championship's all-time leading goal scorer.
I'm interested to see if they get a penalty, who takes it. I think, you know, he's been a bit up and down from penalties.
Charlotte actually, through 10 games, have had 7 penalties this season. They're 4 for 7 on those penalties. I was talking with Martin Rennie, the former Indy 11 coach, during the Pittsburgh game, and he said, boy, if I had that many my entire time in Indy, I would have been happy. Charlotte, though, have not always converted, like you said, Lloyd. Can they convert from this? Armin runs over it. Palomino whips in a good ball. The header is down! And it's saved by Lewis. Roberts was lurking. Dean had his hands on his head. He might have gotten the touch. But Lewis comes up with his first big save of the night. Great ball in from Palomino. Ended up not being there for the chance. New York Red Bulls, too, despite being rampant at times in this first half, have seen their lead turn into a deficit here.
Yep, you wonder how they've been, you know, some of their clear-cut chances they've had. You've got to say, Dane Kelly's one, it's not a clear-cut, easy chance. Red Bulls have had 4 or 5 good chances. They've actually played well. I hope they keep their heads.
Edelman forced back. Tailgating is now allowed at your Independence games. You can reserve a tailgate spot for the season for a game and create new friends and great memories. Go to charlotteindependence.com to get your reserved tailgate spot today. 3 added minutes at the end of what's been a really fun first half. Stoppage time is brought to you by Adidas.
3 minutes of extra time in the first half.
We might have another twist, who knows, at the end of what's been a really entertaining first half. There's a Charlotte player down, though, on the far side. Pardon me, the stoppage time tonight actually brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
What?
John Williams been a little disappointed with some of the calls in this first half.
He stopped before the wall.
You can hear him arguing with the 4th official at the moment. The Tombold is booked as a result. That last sequence. Yellow card brought to you by Devil's Logic Brewing.
Devil's Logic, yellow card, caution.
Here's Christian Dean for Charlotte. Can they finish the half with a flourish? Palomino. Riascos. Sabella. Still Valentin Sabella, chips it over the top, Parra. Flag stays down against Parra. Kelly! Oh, what a save by Lewis. It would have been a hat trick.
It's one of the better chances he's going to have for that hat trick. Should have scored there.
Still not cleared. Armin back in. And it's over the head of Parra. And Raffanello clears. Still about a minute left of the added time. Charlotte pushing for a third. Oh, wonderfully done through the middle. Parra couldn't quite set it up.
Love that little
Crucial
ball
block
from Palomino there. He's a guy with some technical ability. He's come on loan from Houston, and every time I see him, very, very comfortable on the ball.
Dean blasts it forward. Dane Kelly brace has turned things around for Charlotte on the reopening night of American Legion Memorial Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina. Raffanello, who always seems to score nowadays against Charlotte, opened the scoring. Oh, the header wasn't great the first time there from Riascos. It was on the second occasion. And Brandon Miller, whose heroics in this first half are even more amplified after Charlotte have been able to turn this around. New York Red Bulls, too, and this is not exaggerating, could have scored 4 in this first half.
Not exaggerating at all. But you got Dane Kelly on your side, so anything can happen.
This is Dane Kelly, does well to retrieve it, and that's the end of a really fun first half in Charlotte. New York Red Bulls, too, had the lead inside 13 minutes, but Dane Kelly showing his class yet again in the USL Championship. a first half brace, nearly a first half hat trick for the all-time leading goal scorer in regular season play. Charlotte Independence in their reopening of American Legion Memorial Stadium have the lead by 2-1 at the break, and both of Dane Kelly's finishes were just sublime. New York Red Bulls too could have scored 4 goals legitimately in that first half, but Brandon Miller's heroics have kept it in the balance. The fans have come out to reopen this new stadium. It looks great, and the game has looked great so far in this one. New York Red Bulls 2 had the lead. Charlotte have turned it around. It's halftime in Charlotte. The Independents lead by 2-1. The halftime report is coming up next.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive.
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Tonight's game presented by Chick-fil-A in the Charlotte area operators. Chick-fil-A is the official sponsor of the Charlotte Independents, the Independent Soccer Academy, and American Legion Memorial Stadium. Sean St. Jacques Lloyd Sam back here with you. Charlotte leading by 2-1. Tonight's veteran of the game is Kathleen Green, a retired lieutenant colonel with 28 years of commissioned service in the U.S. Air Force. She was also in the Air Force Reserve and the Air National Guard as a chief flight nurse with over 1,000 hours of flight time to include combat missions in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Thank you for your service. Really cool to see that. And obviously it's part of the theme tonight with reopening of the stadium. Let's take a look now at obviously the finished product, American Legion Memorial Stadium. This was the rendering of it, and I see that beautiful shot of Charlotte's downtown skyline. This is live pictures. This is what it looks like before the game, obviously, tonight. It's just gorgeous. Obviously, that classic stone wall wrapping around the entire stadium in Charlotte. Not only the location being great with that fantastic skyline overlooking it, but of course the American Legion Memorial Stadium World War I memorial out front as well. Again, this was built originally in 1936. You see just the beautiful homage to it as well. Turf field on there as well. It's just a magnificent refurb job by the Charlotte City. And you take a look now at the facts. 10,500 capacity, took over $40 million to renovate it. You see there, September 1st, 1936, it was originally opened. It honors World War I veterans. A lot of sporting events, including high school football games, all-star events, some music performances as well, and obviously that iconic rock wall that has been able to be preserved around the stadium at American Legion Memorial Stadium. Now, Lloyd, we take a look at the firsts, obviously. First game is tonight, the first goal ever. Jeremy Raffanello, but then Dane Kelly took over from there.
Yeah, Dane Kelly used that stadium energy, He looks up for the game as ever. Love how lively he is up at the top. Great second goal. Very good first goal as well.
And that last one still up for grabs at the moment. First win, we'll have to see. Charlotte leading by 2-1. We'll take a quick break. More on the other side in the halftime report.
Hey everyone, this is Oscar Jimenez from Louisville City FC.
Hi, my name is Carl Howarth. I currently play for the Indy 11.
What's up everybody? It's Connor Sparrow with the Miami FC.
Josué Soto checking in here. Austin Bold FC.
Hello guys, this is Luis Herrera from El Paso Locomotive. Just wanted to share with you guys my favorite soccer moment, and that would be the day I made my professional debut for El Paso, which is my hometown.
Anderson swings it in. Barry making the run, gets a deflection. He puts it in. Colorado Springs has its lead. And the save from Cardoni, it's there, and Cardoni with a huge save. Beautiful ball through, and that's in.
Brilliant.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
There are currently 2 million American spouses and children whose family member was killed or disabled in defense of our country, which is why I founded the Folds of Honor, providing educational scholarships to the families of 1% of the Americans who protect our freedom.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Fold of Honor.
Please join our squadron today. Your $13 a month speaks volumes and changes lives forever.
Hey guys, this is Gabby Douglas. If you have an active lifestyle like me, hydration is key. That's why I love the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. With more electrolytes than some of the leading sports drinks, it's a cleaner way to hydrate and recover, with no artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. So try the Hydration Watermelon Smoothie from Smoothie King. Order online for pickup or delivery. Smoothie King, rule the day.
Charlotte leading New York Red Bulls 2 by 2-1. Sean St. Jacques, Lloyd, Sam back here with you. We take a look now at the USL Championship news and notes around the league here, Lloyd. We take a look first, obviously, with this brand new, rejuvenated, renovated American Legion Memorial Stadium. We've had a great game so far. El Paso, obviously was the last unbeaten team, and obviously they had a huge win over New Mexico on Saturday.
Dylan Mez, that's a good friend of mine, teammate from Miami FC. Honestly, he is a player. I'm co-signing it. Very good, very good player, Dylan Mez. Go ahead, Sean.
Switchbacks in San Antonio, by the way. Widener Field, ESPN2, July 17th. Don't miss it. Switchbacks under Brendan Burke are doing some pretty good things at the moment. Obviously now, take a look at the upcoming schedule brought to you by Hyatt Place Hotel. Charlotte and Phoenix on Saturday. Looking forward to that one as well. Hartford and New York Red Bulls 2 as well. And Atlanta United 2, we saw them batter Tulsa earlier this season. They play Sporting KC 2.
Yeah, the one that stands out is the one I'm going to be calling on the weekend, Hartford versus Red Bulls 2 again, actually. So that's one that I like the look of. FC Tulsa and Louisville as well. That's a big game.
A lot of good stuff coming up around the league. Let's take a look at the scoreboard brought to you by Hyatt Place Hotels. Birmingham Legion beating Indy 11 by 1-0. Pittsburgh were down early, but they came back to nick a point off of Charlotte. Miami FC leading Tampa Bay at the moment by 1-0. And obviously Atlanta United 2 and Indy 11 scoreless in the first half. And Hartford winning at Loudoun as well. Let's take a look at the standings now, brought to you by Birdsong Brewing Company. Tampa Bay, Lloyd, still at the top, but like you said, there's going to be at least one or two teams disappointed to not make the playoffs. Top four get in.
Tampa Bay Rowdies, wow, how consistent have they been all season? Those teams in and around 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's say 7. It's going to be a good race.
Absolutely. It's going to be a lot of fun as the Atlantic Division moves on. Charlotte and New York Red Bulls 2 still have some unfinished business in the second half. We'll get to that in a few moments. We'll take a break here. Halftime highlights and stats from Charlotte are coming up next.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Fun fact, you know Mountain Dew and spicy chicken is the perfect combo?
Does it look like I don't know that?
Okay. Didn't mean to ruffle your feathers.
You know, we both did the employee training, Gary.
Okay, don't jump down my beak.
Doing spicy? Do the do.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Join us July 10th for our second match here at our new home, American Legion Memorial Stadium. Your Jacks face Phoenix Rising FC. Gates open at 7 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at CharlotteIndependence.com. Sean St. Jacques, Lloyd, Sam here with you. About to take a look at the first half highlights brought to you by Duckworth's. And Lloyd, it was really New York Red Bulls 2 who were on the front foot from the start. 5th minute, Omar Sow nearly opened the scoring.
Wow, so early in the game, he gets in behind, he runs a long way, and he's hit that shot looks like it's going right in the corner, possibly, you know what I'm saying, posting in. Great save by Brandon Miller. Omar Sow can't do much more right than that.
2 minutes later, they were in again, and Brandon Miller was up to the task again.
Yes, this is that Ngoma chance. Brandon Miller gets over. Look how fast he gets over. He smells that danger at that back stick. Makes himself nice and big.
Just a little dose of the Brandon Miller heroics from the first half. 13th minute, New York Red Bulls 2 at the third time of asking, put the ball into the back of the net.
Look at this ball here from Zielinski.
It's a guy that Charlotte are tired of scoring against them, Raffanello.
Raffanello does well, you know, bouncing ball. He does so well to keep that down. He's a guy with great technique for that kind of skill that was needed right there. Great goal.
New York Red Bulls 2 could have been 3-0 up inside of 15 minutes. They only got the one, and in the end, Charlotte came back. 19th minute, the first of two from the great Dane Kelly.
It's out of nothing. You know, he's just on the shoulder of the defender, makes a little darting running behind. It's like he has some synergy with his players. He has a lot to do here. Gets it over the keeper. We weren't sure if it was going in or wide here, and it just nestled in that corner. Great goal.
It was 1-1 at the time, just 6 minutes after the first goal. And then in the 41st minute, I don't know, Lloyd, which one do you think was better? Dane Kelly nearly outdoes himself here with his second.
I think this is better. Look at this. Chest, thigh, and then hit. Oh, my God. What a great goal that is. This is definitely, in my opinion, the better goal. Let's watch it again and enjoy it. Lovely stuff.
That puts Charlotte 2-1 up as we take a look now at the halftime stats brought to you by Famous Toastery. You see there, shots are pretty close in normal shots. Shots on target are even. So's the possession. It was just two magical Dane Kelly moments.
Yeah, that doesn't matter what I'm reading there. It's early in the game. The clear-cut chances Red Bulls 2 had, you know, that should count for more on these stats. So, you know, Charlotte have done well to come back and be leading this game.
Dane Kelly with a brace. in the first half. Teams getting back out here to start the second half at a refurbished American Legion Memorial Stadium. You see there the crowd has filed in since the start of the game. We've had a good atmosphere here in downtown Charlotte. A great occasion here, not only for Charlotte and the city, but for the USL Championship as a whole, with this 10,500 capacity refurbished park. Obviously has so much history with football, soccer, lacrosse over the years as well. Music has played a big role in the park's history as well, and Charlotte Independence finally have their home for the foreseeable future.
You got to tell us some of the acts that's played down there, Sean. You know, there was I know there was one very interesting one I heard.
Well, so since we have a few seconds, these are pretty interesting, to be honest with you. Obviously, as far as musical acts, Christina Aguilera, Jimmy Buffett, Hootie and the Blowfish, Pearl Jam, Leonard Skinner. But the one that we were looking at that was pretty notable was actually a wrestling appearance back in 1986. Ric Flair came into a wrestling event.
Everyone loves Ric Flair.
And he came in via helicopter to come into the wrestling match. And of course he won. He's Ric Flair.
I can just imagine the scene, him coming off of, sounds like Ric Flair already.
So this stadium's got quite the history, not only with sports, but entertainment as well. And we see the second half of its Charlotte Independence return here with the Independents up by 2-1. The Red Bulls 2 going right back to work here at the start of this second half.
Oh, they've got into the box nice and early. I wouldn't mind him turning around, facing up that defender and trying to make something happen. Now look where they are. Dane Kelly's out.
Zayed's missed that, and Dane Kelly, who's on a hat trick, running at 2 Red Bulls 2 defenders here, waiting for some help. Dane Kelly could go all the way himself. Instead, he chips it for Para, and Para strikes, but it's blocked out of there defensively by Tom Bolt.
What an intelligent little ball from Dane Kelly to Para, though. If he played it on the ground, it wouldn't have got there, so he chipped it up. I'm impressed with other parts of his game, you know, not just the goal scoring.
Red Bulls 2 are able to slow down that counterattack. Palomino. Far side, Armin Para now. This is Christian Dean. It's a little dink forward for Armin, and he couldn't keep it in on the initial touch.
So you see what I mean, Sean? Red Bulls had the ball in the other, you know, in the other box. They've ended up coming all the way back out. Dane Kelly's now in on goal. Turn around, face your man, and try and beat him or try and make something happen there.
Charlotte regained possession on a throw. Of course, the Grady Cole Center, Lloyd, is also within the same 0.2 of a mile radius. The auditorium here that's been around just as long as the stadium as well. They've had some big acts over the years there as well, talking the likes of Ray Charles, ZZ Top, David Bowie as well have played at that auditorium as well. Coldplay, The Strokes, Dropkick Murphys.
So which one are you choosing from the music? Who are you going to?
Man, I'll tell you what. I might go with either Bowie or Charles there.
Bowie or Charles.
Two really good options there.
I'll come with you.
Really good stuff. Can't go wrong, really.
That's two big arenas so close to each other that are doing big shows like that. That's interesting.
Massive names in the music world, of course, and in culture in general. A lot of history here, and obviously Charlotte trying to right some of their own tonight. Dane Kelly scoring the first 2 Charlotte Independence goals at the refurbished stadium. Jeremy Raffanello scoring the first goal at the refurbished American Legion Memorial Stadium, but his goal's been canceled out by 2 phenomenal Dane Kelly strikes.
You got to think Dane Kelly will have another chance. I mean, he's had a chance for the hat trick, probably the easiest one, when it dropped to him in the box.
Charlotte. Chick-fil-A corner here. What can they do with it? Up by 2-1. It's a good searching ball in at the near post. Two Independence players were there. Hugh Roberts on the back end, I think, got the best look at it. Bronico sends it all the way back to Brandon Miller. Roberts, who came back from an offside position, playing a little bit of center forward play there, trying to hold it up. It was a good effort, but he came from an offside spot.
Interesting to see how they come out this second half. Red Bulls came out and did everything right first half. Have they got enough in them to go again? You know, taking the blow of having the better chances, but not being ahead in the game. Hope it doesn't take too much out of them. Good turn there.
Goma did really well initially. Oh, Raffanello does as well. Has a little bit of help out wide. The ball was a searching one, blocked by Dean defensively, and then on the second opportunity, it's a free kick for New York Red Bulls too, as Dean is the one penalized. He is not happy with the assistant referee's decision. We'll get another look at it.
Oh yeah, this is what we need to see, this bit of play here. I hope he meant it. Not 100% sure, but it went through.
Raffanello again showing you his skill. This is a dangerous opportunity here, Lloyd, just outside of the penalty area on the far side, 5 minutes into the second half.
Yeah, honestly, I would love a left footer on that, just to swing that in, so if it misses everyone, it goes in that corner, you get guys flying across it. But unfortunately, it's going to be a right footer. Let's see.
Edelman's been on pretty much every New York Red Bulls 2 set piece tonight. Kind of lasers that one in there. Roberts was there defensively along with Riascos. Recycle here for J.C. Cortez. Raffanello goes for it. It's easily scooped up in the end by Miller, who had it well covered. But he's lurking again, Raffanello. Going to be tough to beat Miller from there.
Yeah, the way before Miller's in today, that's going to be tough to beat him. But Raffanello knows how to beat Miller if anyone does.
And Raffanello's goal tonight, the third in the last two when these two have gotten together. Had a brace in the 3-1 win when these two met earlier in the regular season. The moment Charlotte are flipping the script.
It's unlucky there. Lecave was making a run on the left. There was a little slip from Ngoma, I think.
Should be one of the forwards. Come on, Omar. Figure this shit out, man. Come on. Go!
On the road, can't watch the match. Turn to Sirius XM FC, North America's only 24/7 source of soccer radio, featuring Ray Hudson, Tony Miola, Rodney Marsh, and brand new USL All Access show with Mike Watts and Devin Kerr. As Charlotte are in here, the shot is blocked by Parra. Fans of the USL can now listen to the best matches of the week, along with action from the MLS, the Premier League, and the UEFA Champions League. Sirius XM channel 157 on your Sirius XM radio and Sirius XM app. Sirius XM FC.
Good ball, Daniel Edelman. Great ball.
So in the middle here, Lecavo's missed 2 chances in this match. Ends up withering out here for a goal kick.
I'll say I love some of the play in and around the box. That didn't result in a chance. Edelman found a great little ball there. Lecave in and around the edge of the box. It's unlucky.
Brandon Miller clears. This is Clay Dimmick for Charlotte. Had some good moments in the loss to Pittsburgh. Valentin Sabella gives chase. Defensively, Tom Bold is able to send it back to his keeper, Lewis. Despite the leap from Kelly, Lewis gets it away. Here's Dimmick. Flaring it forward, Sabella on it now, off the pass from Bronico. Sabella lines one up. It's right at Lewis, who parries it away, only as far as Dimmick. And then Dimmick, he tried to dribble his way through. Tombo defensively was there.
He said he can hit them, Sabella, right? He comes in off that right side. He is very dangerous with that left foot. You know, it's a comfortable save, this one. But he'll keep doing that. Look at the movement on that ball.
Looked like it was going to be comfortable for Lewis, but you're right, Lloyd. There was a late, maybe swerve on it.
Swerve and dip.
Now On the other end, Red Bulls 2 trying to create something. Palomino may have dwelled on it a little too long here in Goma. LaCava didn't go towards it, and it's cleared away by the Independents. Now Kelly battling for it. And Red Bulls 2 are able to move it forward again. Only as far as Dimmick. Dane Kelly, beautifully done. Flares it forward for Para, and it was just a little too far out in front. And Acosta's there.
That's unlucky from Dane Kelly. I'm not happy to see him down like that. But what a great turn in the first place. I've seen him try it a few times, little turns first time when the ball comes in. Let's hope he's all right.
It happened just after he released the pass to Para, it looks like. It's a good hand from the crowd here as he gets back to his feet. He's just been dazzling us tonight, Dane Kelly, with his immense talent and skill, and smarts as well.
It's been all of those, skills, smarts, it's little other things he's been doing, and he's got the 2 goals.
He's been brilliant tonight, and there's still more for him to do potentially. We've seen the signs that he wants more. He wants a little bit of history as well. The United Soccer League, all 31 championship clubs and its players stand together in support of diversity, inclusivity, equality, and compassion. For more information on the USL's commitment to change through the United Against Racism campaign, visit uslsoccer.com. Red Bulls 2 trying to find a way back into the game. Cortez gives it away a little cheaply there. Bronico won it. And then might have been fouled there. Was Dane Kelly fouled? Referee didn't give either challenge. Tomball recovers. Zayats was able to push it forward. Palomino then is penalized. And of course, the Charlotte faithful and team will not be happy about that. Edelman slow to get up.
It's a strong step there from Palomino. That's a foul. Not sure what they're not happy about.
Oh my God, what an amateur!
I thought a yellow was coming actually, but
I think the crowd were hoping that one of the first 2 calls was going to be made, and John Woliniak got the call, and I think like you, Lloyd, thought there might have been a yellow shown, and it was not. And you can see how frustrated he is about that.
He's got to be frustrated. He's watched his team go in on goal a couple of times. It's hard to watch.
Yeah.
You know, you had all those chances. Somehow you find yourself 2-1 behind. And then, you know, all the other things that might get you annoyed during the game as a manager, right, that you have to deal with.
Red Bulls 2 were in the ascendancy, like you said, Lloyd, until Dane Kelly's equalizer went in.
And that goal came out of nowhere.
Now Charlotte have been in control for most of it since.
Great recovery that was.
Zayats did really well there defensively. Out for a Charlotte throw. Clay Dimmick mulling it over. Just into a dangerous area. Bronico out to the near side. Dimmick flares it in. Kelly let it run. Armin sizing it up. Has Palomino and Dean to help out. Wonderful work from Palomino. Armin. This is Palomino. Dean finding Armin. Charlotte win a throw. Dean was thinking about trying to find Para. Instead, he leaves it for Jake Armin, who has a goal and assist to his name this season. Palomino to Armin. Armin whipping it, a good ball, looking for Dane Kelly. And Lewis took a tight angle to get to that and took a heavy fall as well, but he held on.
Got to give some acknowledgement to Jake Armin, man. Every time I see him play, he always puts great balls into the box. And that was another one into a great area.
A slip here leads to a New York Red Bulls 2 chance. They might be in, but Palomino with a fantastic recovery tackle snuffs it out. And Goma nearly saw the eyes of Brandon Miller up close.
Back around then. Good tempo. Do it. Good.
Bulls 2 come again. Pass was looking for the goal scorer, Raffanello, not quite able to find him. Dean on the cover. Sends it out for a throw-in for the roadside. Coming down on 30 minutes to play. Still a lot to be determined here as American Legion Memorial Stadium reopens. For the W, the USL recently announced the formation of the USLW League, providing increased equity and opportunity for women looking to pursue careers in soccer both on and off the pitch. Comprised of clubs from around the Championship, League 1 and League 2, and new expansion markets as well. The W League is set to begin play in 2022 in more than 30 communities across the United States. Head over to uslwleague.com to learn more. Red Bulls 2, Lloyd, still trying to find that great form we saw from them in the first 15 minutes.
It's going to be hard to find that at this point. You know, now Charlotte have got something to protect even more. There's not as much space. You remember when Omar Sow went in behind? I don't see them committing that many bodies forward anymore. You're going to have to really earn these chances now with some good attacking play. Take on a man, you know, play some through balls in for your strikers.
Mike Jeffries, the Charlotte Independence coach, looking on. He'd love nothing more than to reopen this park with a win. And his superstar Dane Kelly has built the foundation to do just that.
Stay.
Coming into tonight, Charlotte were 4th in the Atlantic Division. New York Red Bulls 2, 7th. And to be fair to them, not out of it. Still a long way to go. And Dane Kelly with a wonderful turn here. He could be in on a hat trick, and he comes up holding his hamstring. It looks like at the crucial moment. So tough to see. He's asking for a substitution. That might be it for him tonight.
That is so tough to see, as you're saying, Sean. After that little flick as well that he just did pass. You don't want to see a guy on form pull up with a muscle injury.
So tough to see that. He's been spectacular tonight. And he's motioning again for a substitution.
That's a hamstring.
And the crowd acknowledges the delightful performance tonight from Dane Kelly. So tough to see his night end like this. It's been phenomenal. It looks like that'll be it for Kelly tonight. After a brace in the first half, 2 fantastic goals. We'll take a look back.
Yeah, let's end up on a brighter note with Dane Kelly. This second goal here, really one of the goals I've seen of the season, honestly. On his weaker foot, you have to take that into account. Chest, thigh, and then volley. What a great goal.
His second of 2 tonight. He leaves with much of the appreciation from his fans here in Charlotte. It looks like Jordan Bender is going to replace him. And Dane Kelly certainly livened up the occasion. See their complete construction services change. Dane Kelly off, Jordan Bender on. I think we might see that second goal again, Lloyd. You never know. Goal of the week competition, always tough. Stiff competition around the league, but Dane Kelly.
And he might have 2 goals in contention.
He might have a couple nominees to be considered.
Your Independence, number 23, Jordan
Red Bulls 2 do the
Bender.
sporting thing. They give it back to Charlotte, and we restart the play.
Yeah, you never want to see that. When you see them pull up like that, Sean, it's over.
Number 29,
And that's the saddest part. He did a great turn again, right when he did it.
You can see the look on his face. It's a great hand again from the crowd. He acknowledges them, and
he goes down in history, though.
And could have been in for a hat trick too. I think that's also part of the disappointment. And like you said, first 2 goals for a Charlotte player at the American Legion Memorial Stadium, and the first brace at American Legion Memorial Stadium's refurbished home. Charlotte trying to get the first win under their belts as well.
You know, luckily for the Charlotte team, Dane Kelly goes down. You've got number 9, Irvin Para, to go back into that probably more favored position. Up top, he's been playing a little bit behind Kelly. So, you know, as sad as that is, it's next man up, and the next man is not bad at all. You know, he can score some goals as well.
That's why many have Charlotte very much in the mix to make some noise late in the season, not just talking late regular season, but we're talking playoffs as well. Gatorade is scientifically researched and game tested for athletes like your Jacks. When you need hydration, choose the official isotonic sports drink of the Charlotte Independence, Gatorade. Red Bulls 2, though, hoping to have a say here as Jake LaCava is brought down and wins a free kick in a pretty dangerous spot here. So Riascos going over to check on LaCava. LaCava's had 2 huge chances tonight himself to score. It was a good sportsman moment there from Riascos.
Yeah, you know, he started off the season very well, then he had a little bit of an injury, kind of lost his form a little bit. He's come back, he scored last week, he's looked sharp. You know, as long as the chances are coming, it's better than them not coming. So hopefully for him, he gets another opportunity.
The second hero tonight, along with Dane Kelly, is probably the man you just saw on your screen moments ago. There he is, Brandon Miller. He's had some huge game-defining saves in this match.
Yeah, can't forget him. How many games have there been with Charlotte when you're talking about him? He always seems to give them a chance.
Some great saves in defeat in Pittsburgh just to keep it close. Raffanello will go for goal, and Brandon Miller didn't move a muscle except to go down and catch it. Now Charlotte go on the attack again here. Jordan Bender, who just came on. Now Para. He's got bags of tricks himself. Bronico, this could be inviting for Bronico. He sizes it up and flares it over the top.
Concerning he's got that much space and time, you know, not far away from the box. The game's getting stretched now a little bit.
Still feel there could be maybe a twist or 2 more in this game, especially what we saw in the first half as well.
Yeah, I would love to see a twist and turn just to what you're saying there. There will be more chances.
Fans your Jacks will wear these special jerseys on July 17th when we face New York Red Bulls 2. Famous Toastery presents Military Appreciation Night, and those game-authentic jerseys will be autographed in auction, with all proceeds going to Folds of Honor and scholarships for local kids of fallen veterans. Get your tickets now at charlotteindependence.com. New York Red Bulls 2, of course, starting a 3-game road trip with this game in Charlotte. Coach John Wolniak said earlier this week to us that, New York Red Bulls 2 and the, Red Bulls organization as a whole, we love getting up for games like this. This is the game that we, kind of big games that our young guys have to play in. They have to get accustomed to playing it if they want to continue to move up the ladder in their careers. And to be fair, New York Red Bulls 2 have never shied away in this game. They've been up for it from the start. They've had plenty of chances. They've shown the energy that John Wolniak has asked them to show. But they find themselves down in this game, and that's another part of the puzzle as well, fighting back in a game as well.
Yeah, Sean, they haven't shied away at all in this game. They've really brought it to Charlotte, and I imagine they're going to keep going till the end.
Sergeant Goma now to well initially, but his pass was looking for LaCava and was cut out. Charlotte clear. This is Irvin Parra now. Those two are able to regain possession. Good defensive work by Joey Zielinski. This is Edelman. Edelman trying to flare one over the top. Raffanello doing all he can to keep it alive. Armin, though, with really good defensive work. Clears it and keeps it in play. Parra trying to go over the top of Zielinski. Charlotte regained possession with just under 21 minutes to go of the 90 minutes. Dimmick. Sabella trying to find Dimmick. Good defensive work by Cortez. Give it away here.
Be positive here.
LaCava threading it through. They could be in, and they are! Red Bulls 2 are level. Omar Sow with his second of the season. And it's even with all to play for now in Charlotte. Red Bulls 2 stayed in the game, and it's 2 apiece.
I love the celebrations. Look at what it means to those young men. You know, getting down on their knees and hugging, that meant a lot. Sean, what did I say when Jake LaCava got the ball here? Be positive, be aggressive, good little play. You know, he could have even been more selfish and took it on his own. Great little ball. I like the little balls he plays in and around the box. Omar Sow, great finish on the left foot. Gets it out of his feet, straight in that corner. Look at that celebration. I love to see that. That means a lot to them.
Well, well, well. Game on again in Charlotte. Omar Sow, who was the leading scorer for Red Bulls 2 a season ago. He's leveled it up, and there's a ton of time still to go. 2 changes coming up for New York Red Bulls 2. We'll see Austin Brummett and Nico Nee come into the game as well. Looks like Charlotte are going to switch things up as well. We saw Tresor Imbuyu come onto the pitch as well, and Sylvain Marveau looks to be coming on as well, the new signing. Marveau looks to be on as well, and he's a player with a ton of experience, not only in the Premier League with Newcastle, but also in the French top flight Ligue 1 as well. So Sylvain Marveau is on for his club debut for Charlotte. And meanwhile, the changes for Red Bulls 2 as well. And Goma off, and Raffanello makes way as well. Sabella off, along with Irvin Parra for those changes as well. All the substitutions brought to you by Complete Construction Services. Both teams make 2 very interesting changes now.
Irvin Parra coming off as well. I'm surprised to see that. You know, Charlotte haven't been as good since Dane Kelly came off, funny enough. Well, one thing I do want to say, Red Bulls 2, they've stayed in the game. They've been hit with the blow of, you know, going down after playing pretty well. You know, we're a quarter into the season. This is where the young men start to feel their feet under them, you know, in the season. Look at them go again.
Brummett, who just came on for New York Red Bulls 2, on the ascendancy here. They could be in again. A lovely cutback. Owen Miller denies Nico Nee. He just came on, and the substitute from another big Miller save holds it at 2 apiece.
That's so unlucky.
And it's out for a goal kick. Brandon Miller again.
I love the little trick Nico Nee does on the way, though. You know, I thought he's going to take a strike. He holds it, he cuts back in. Great save by Brandon Miller again.
There's the confirmation of the Marveau for Parra change. Also brought to you by Complete Construction Services. 2 apiece. Obviously, Sylvain Marveau making his club debut. Can he be a difference maker? Can Brummett on for Ngoma as well? Complete Construction Services change. And we've got a heck of a finish upcoming here in Charlotte on reopening night of American Legion Memorial Stadium. Not every stadium opening has drama, but we've got plenty of it.
That's a great opportunity. You know, it's Red Bull 2 in the ascendancy at the moment. Not surprising after that second goal with Charlotte kind of took their foot off the gas again.
Tonight's game is presented by Chick-fil-A and the Charlotte area operators. Chick-fil-A is an official sponsor of the Charlotte Independence, the Independent Soccer Academy, and American Legion Memorial Stadium. Now Red Bulls 2 with it all to play for. 16 minutes to go in a 2-2 game. What next? Here's Acosta.
What next? What a good question, man. Hopefully more chances.
Could get one here. Brummett from La Cava. Knee on the overlap. It's Nico Knee here. Good ball into the middle. Palomino swipes it away. Red Bulls 2 building back to where we saw them in the first 15 minutes. Edelman trying to find Brummett. It's not quite cleared though. Chance for Cortez to run onto this, and Cortez fouls in the process. Roberts. 15 more minutes to go. Played forward here, Dimmick on the near side asking for it. He gets it from Marveau. Dimmick into the middle. Cleared only as far as Sylvain Marveau. Marveau back in. Header is blocked. Dimmick tried to regain it, and the offside flag was up anyway. It wouldn't have counted.
Both teams will fancy themselves at this point. Yeah, both teams will fancy themselves at this point. 2-2. I think you will agree, Sean. Either team, you know, a bit of magic could happen. A long-range shot, a little bit of skill. It could be anything to break that, you know, 2-2 deadlock.
Join us July 10th. Second match here at our new home, American Legion Memorial Stadium. Your Jacks face Phoenix Rising FC. Gates open at 6 p.m. Tickets are on sale now at CharlotteIndependence.com. Foul there. Zayats will be booked. Yellow card brought to you by Devils Logic Brewing. Zayats, the substitute, will have his name taken here.
That's a Devils Logic Brewing yellow card issued to Zayat, number 51.
Riascos. And Bouyu did a good job trying to keep that in. Marveau. Palomino. Tried to cut it through and thread the needle. Zayats was there defensively. Now Red Bulls 2 could counter here. They could have numbers. La Cava off to the left. Receives the pass from Zayats, and a crucial challenge from Kevin Riascos. And it's out for a throw.
Okay, so let's take a look at this chance from earlier. This was a chance to go 3-2 up. Nico Neek, great little skill there. What a great opportunity. Brandon Miller again with the save. What a great opportunity to go 3-2 up for Red Bulls 2. Great save by Brandon Miller.
Wonderful skill from Nee, who had just come on as well. JC Cortez. Nico Nee again. We just saw him on the replay. He's dazzling again. Nico Nee, he could be in. Gets a second bite at it, and Miller saves. Third chance at it. Surely, it's in! New York Red Bulls 2 have done it. They've turned it around. It's the substitute, Austin Brummett. And Charlotte is stunned into silence here with 12 minutes to go. Incredible.
Nico Nee has announced himself. What a great bit of skill on that left side. After the skill for that chance to go 3-2 up, let's have a look at his feet here. Really impressed with him. We said a bit of magic in the final third. This is a bit of magic in the final third. They don't want to get close to him. He has a few bites of the cherry. Somehow comes back again. And Brummett puts it in. Wow. 3-2. Look at the boys celebrating again. What a big goal. How this game is turned.
Unbelievable. The substitutes combined. It's Austin Brummett's first goal for New York Red Bulls 2. And they've turned it around again, and the Independence faithful can't believe it.
Hey, you knew we had a good one on our hands, didn't you, Sean, early in the game? 1-1 after 20 minutes gone, and there's still time for more opportunities for either team.
New York Red Bulls 2 in the 13th minute were 1-0 up. 41st minute, Charlotte Independence had turned it around. 2 Dane Kelly goals. They were 2-1 up. And now with 10 minutes to go, New York Red Bulls 2 are 3-2 up. And we still have a lot of time to go here in Charlotte.
Still a lot of time, that's important. Red Bulls 2, you've got to give them a lot of credit. Coming back into this game, you know, showing that character. This is young men out there.
John Wolenyak told us earlier this week that's what he wanted to see. He wanted to see his side get up for a game like this. Since our organization is known for getting up for big games, we have to get up and be ready for this one. They have been from the start. They've gone through the various ebbs and flows of this game, and they have the lead with 10 minutes to go with a chance to gate crash Charlotte's party.
Atlas has raised the standard in chiropractic profession. Learn more at Atlas.
Does Charlotte have a response? Mbuyu is the target. It could fall here for Dimmick. Instead, it's out for a throw for the Independents on the near side. Pepsi Cola is the official soft drink of the Charlotte Independents. Enjoy an ice-cold Pepsi at your next Independence game. Pepsi, born in the Carolinas. Player down here for New York Red Bulls 2, getting some stretches here. This will likely add on to the stoppage time at the end of the 90 minutes here. And John Griggs trying to make sure everybody's okay. Just another sign of what John Woleniak's side have given to the cause tonight, Lloyd Sam.
They've given everything so far. And you know, John's been on the sideline. You've seen him animated up and down. I'm sure he's breathing a bit easier right now, being 3-2 up, but there's still a lot to do in this last 10 minutes. I imagine Charlotte's going to try and push. Oh, wow, what an up and down game. All Red Bull at the beginning, then Charlotte, now all Red Bull again.
What must Mike Jeffries be thinking? He thought he'd had it, surely, maybe not in the bag, but thought he had at least control of the game. It has slipped away from Charlotte. Dane Kelly's injury, we look back to that maybe as a turning point in the match. Kelly was on his way to potentially scoring a hat trick. He pulled up with an injury, had to be taken out, and since then, New York Red Bulls 2, you have to say, have been the better team, and they've turned it around. The player that was down and up now is J.C. Cortez, who is helped to the sideline. And we'll see if he will be able to continue.
Sean, so about Dane Kelly's injury, you remember when it happened. Even myself, I felt a little bit down for what I just saw, you know what I'm saying? So his friends and his teammates, you wonder if, you know, when that happened, they kind of took their focus off the game a little bit.
New York Red Bulls 2 do end up making a change here, so J.C. Cortez is withdrawn. Samuel Williams will enter. Substitution brought to you by Complete Construction Services.
Substitution for the Red Bulls.
Make sure you check out all the Independents United. We play gear and the Life, Liberty, and Pursuit of Championships gear. You can find it all on charlotteindependence.com.
Nico, you get in there. 56, Nico, 56.
Charlotte in here. Could they equalize? Oh, side netting. Jordan Bender with a wonderfully attacked run. It's a corner, though, for Charlotte as Mike Jeffries' side look for an equalizer. Chick-fil-A corner now for the Independents. In it comes. Dean heads it over the top.
That's a half a chance there, Sean. Good delivery. Christian Dean gets up well. Has to keep it down for his team if he can. Oh, here's the chance before. Nice little ball here from Palomino. Hits it hard and low. Oh, it looked like it was always going wide from my angle. And there's the header.
You're looking for a little Greek, a little Southern, and always fresh. Enjoy a great meal and an ice cold Pepsi at your local Showmars. Mbuyu now on the attack for Charlotte. Zayats does well, but it's only as far as Sylvain Marveau. Jake Arman. 5.5 minutes to go. Arman's ball in for Dimmick. Crucial header away, and then Nee was able to clear it a little bit further out. Bronico. Marveau now. Charlotte on the attack with Marveau. Good ball in, and it's over the top of Bender's head. Second chance, cleared off the Dean attempt. And Charlotte settled for a throw. They're throwing everything at it.
Yeah, they're piling the pressure on now. Marveau done well getting down to that byline. Dinked a little ball into the box. You want to see someone on the end of that if you're Charlotte.
Bulls 2 just about able to get it away. Omar Sow runs onto it here for New York Red Bulls 2. Nee set up the go-ahead goal. Brummett, the goal scorer, brought down in the midfield. And a booking here. Trisor Mbuyu, the substitute, is taken by the referee here. Another look at the replay.
Folks, do not forget, join us this Saturday, July 10th.
Crowd are not happy about it. I can see why it's given, though.
Memorial Stadium when your Jacks
Yellow
play
card
the
brought to you
Phoenix
by
FC.
Devil's Logic Brewing. Fans still trying to push Charlotte here. Again, the debut of the refurbished American Legion Memorial Stadium. At halftime, the script was going according to plan, but New York Red Bulls 2 have changed the trajectory here. A magnificent fight back from them. So in the 70th, Brummett in the 79th. New York Red Bulls 2 could crash it here in Charlotte, but there's still time. Marveau, he spots the run here. This is Jordan Bender. Dimmick was calling for it. Bender lost it. Palomino goes down, keeps on going. Palomino to the byline. Crucial challenge. He keeps possession. Dean able to keep it alive for a moment, and then he lost it. And Red Bulls 2 get a throw.
That's the last thing you want to happen if you're Christian Dean there. Kind of fumbled the ball out of play. You're piling on the pressure, and you've got them kind of stuck in. Oh, it was pinballing around in this box. Palomino, good feet. Couldn't quite get it out of his feet, though. Good defending.
3 minutes to go. Feels like still anything can happen here. And John Griggs, for time wasting, is going to brandish another yellow card here. Looks like it's going to be Joey Zielinski who has his name taken by the referee. Devils, I should say, Logic Brewing, sponsoring that yellow card. Mbuyu now on the attack. It's out for a throw-in for Charlotte, looking for an equalizer. In the meantime, it looks like Mike Jeffries is going to go back to the bench here for 2 more late changes. Looks like Noah Perficini is coming on, as well as Blake Pope, who saw minutes against Pittsburgh last time out and shined in certain moments. And it looks like, as you see Pope enter the field of play, Kevin Riascos will be withdrawn with a Parafacini change. Brought to you by Complete Construction Services. So, whistle is blown here. Parafacini is on. I guess the confusion was over making sure that the change was correct based on what the fourth official had put up, I believe. But we're back underway. There you see Clay Dimmick was the one that was also withdrawn on that double change. Also brought to you by Complete Construction Services. So last roll of the dice here for Mike Jeffries. He's used all 5 of his changes. Dimmick and Bronico make way. Pope, who just came on, throws it into the penalty area looking for Roberts, and he'll have to try it again.
It's going to be interesting how much extra time we've got as well.
Woods headed on for a chance. Palomino didn't quite fall for him. Charlotte will get another throw-in opportunity. We do await to see how many minutes will be added on here at the end of the 90. Meanwhile, Charlotte push for an equalizer, a central header here. Oh, it falls for a big chance for Charlotte. And it's just about cleared out for a corner. Mbuyu, it didn't quite sit well enough for him, I guess, to take it.
Mbuyu, he needs to be thinking, get it out of his feet as quick as possible and get a shot off. First time or a touch and hit. You're not going to have that sort of time in the box to take a man on.
Chick-fil-A corner is whipped in here for Charlotte. It's just over the head of Roberts. Falls for Palomino. Palomino dazzling with his footwork. Comes up with an opportunity. Falls back for Palomino! And it hits the post. It was sensational build-up play from Palomino. And he did everything but score.
Yeah, Marcelo Palomino, we said it earlier in the game. He's got some great feet. Just enjoying himself out there. There's twice he's took it past. Somehow the ball ends up back with him. Little volley with a bit of a slice on it. He's unlucky, posting out.
You see there, Lloyd, the Chick-fil-A stoppage time at the end of this match is 7 minutes. There's still plenty of time for Charlotte to potentially come back in this game.
Plenty of time, indeed.
All the way back to Lewis. Egged Mbuyu on a little bit there and picks it up. Is there more late drama as we reopen American Legion Memorial Stadium? The fans, I think some of them just heard how much stoppage time there was. They're more encouraged now around the park, although John Woliniak is not. That's a sarcastic clap from him. Nico Nee, who set up the go-ahead goal, the substitute.
Win something for your team up here this moment in the game.
Nee beaten to it by Riascos.
Come back somehow.
And gets it back. And then whips a good ball in, but nobody made a run for Red Bulls 2.
Rather have him keep it in that corner than that.
Now Charlotte trying to come back with it. They get a throw in on the far side. Roberts. Riascos, 5 minutes left of stoppage time at the end of a topsy-turvy game in Charlotte. And the ball goes to nobody in particular initially. Acosta doing everything he can to hold on to it. Doing really good work, as a matter of fact, and he wins a free kick.
Winning free kicks is important at this stage of the game. Wanted the keeper to come for that for a second, but he done well to get out of it.
Jordan Bender, one of the changes for Mike Jeffries. And Charlotte, of course, trying to end a losing streak of their own coming into this game tonight. So far, New York Red Bulls 2 have had other ideas. Brummett tried to challenge Riascos. His goal could end up being the winner. Charlotte come again. Roberts as an attacking player now, normally a center back.
Yeah, this is something a lot of coaches do towards the end of the game. You put one of your tall center backs, center forward. So he's going to be in there, try and be a nuisance, win them headed balls and everything. You just have to get some service to him.
Oh, Palomino dazzling again. Marcelo Palomino at the vital moment it was cleared. We talked about moments of magic. Is there any magic left for Charlotte? Dane Kelly scored both of their goals in the first half. They've come close since. Ball floated forward. Pope made a good run in behind, but it was too close to Luca Lewis.
There's still time for moments of magic, Sean. There's enough time out there. Someone like a Marcelo Palomino, who we've seen already. He can do things that not many can with the ball.
Those two currently in 7th could make up some ground in the Atlantic Division if they can hold on to all 3 points here. Omar Sow could be in. Good run through here. Brummett, he scored once already, and this time couldn't hit the target.
Unlucky. He did the right thing going onto his right foot. He had beat the man, but it seemed like he hesitated for a second.
Pope. Fans pushing Charlotte on here, trying to find a leveler. Tresor Mbuyu now, finding Sylvain Marveau. Good ball out wide here for Armin to run onto here for Charlotte. Armin's ball in, and Paravicini runs out of room. It's out for a goal kick.
That's not like Jake Armin there. Normally, you know, he puts it right into a danger area. That's the guy you want crossing it. He'll be disappointed with that ball at the end of the game there, at a crucial moment.
Still 2 minutes left for Charlotte to try and find an equalizer, trying to salvage a point here on reopening night.
In Nico, get the second. Find the second ball.
Played forward, won by Riascos. Palomino loses it to LaCava. Jake LaCava could be in. Could he seal it? Miller saves. But Red Bulls 2 are fine with that. It's a corner with 1.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, they're fine with that. They'll take their time with this corner. Charlotte players have to all come back to your box. Everyone goes forward. A lot of time should come off the clock here. Look at them.
Omar Sow taking his sweet time to get over there to take this. And Charlotte look to be running out of time. There's still just over and now exactly 1 minute to go of the 7 added on. They have to get this out of the corner though.
Brummett looks a strong boy. He's the one you want holding that up in there. You don't want to do that right now, I don't think, Omar.
So did well and then just basically passed it to Brandon Miller.
Don't want to do that.
There's still time for Charlotte if they can get this downfield. Roberts is up there trying to cause havoc. Mbuyu couldn't quite get on the end of it. 30 seconds for the Independents to try to salvage a point here. Dean lofting it forward into the mixer. Roberts with a good header on. It's just cleared only as far as Palomino. Out wide for Pope. One last chance for Charlotte here. Pope for Palomino. Palomino lofts it in and it reaches nobody. And it's out for a goal kick. And that might let New York Red Bulls 2 get this over the line. And that's exactly what it does. A statement win for New York Red Bulls 2 in Charlotte. They gate crash the party as American Legion Memorial Stadium reopens. And New York Red Bulls 2 are the ones that make history, getting the win in the stadium's refurbished re-entry into USL Championship play by 3-2.
What a big win. Come into a place where there's a big event, launching the new stadium. You know what I'm saying? You take the blows. You take the blows and you keep your head there and you come out. Wow, what a great win for those young boys. They're really learning something. I mean, we don't know what's happening right now, but
the fireworks are actually the ones going. It's been lights out, though, from Dane Kelly of late. Lloyd, he is our Noda Brewing Company man of the match, obviously on the losing end, but both of his goals were sensational.
Yeah, he deserves that man of the match. Obviously, this goal here I've talked about. Love this goal. Chest, thigh, volley on the weaker foot, no chance for the keeper. The first one was a great finish as well from outside the area. He deserves it.
Had a phenomenal performance tonight. However, New York Red Bulls 2 are the ones that crashed the party. A topsy-turvy game at times. Both teams looked like they were going to win it. A wild finish in the end. New York Red Bulls 2 win it by 3-2. We'll take a quick break, and we'll wrap things up next from Charlotte.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Well, folks, it's only 8 a.m. and it's going to be another hot one. Today's high is 85 degrees with lows ranging in the upper 50s. Tomorrow's more of the same, plus some light wind coming in from the northeast. Coming up at 8:30, Paul's got an exclusive
Babe, it's 8 a.m.
Fried chicken, better with Pepsi.
Pain can't wait. That's why Novant Health is making access to orthopedic care easier than ever. Same-day appointments, after-hours care available for urgent needs, and the safest care in the region. Book now.
Sean St. Jacques, Lloyd Sam back here with you. I think this image perfectly encompasses our match tonight. A ton of fireworks in Charlotte tonight as the fans enjoy that at the end of a wild match here. As we take a look now, Lloyd, at the Chick-fil-A save of the game presented by Chick-fil-A, of course, and we could have picked a bunch of them, but Brandon Miller was phenomenal tonight.
We could have picked a bunch, as you said. That one there, he does so well to get there and spread himself, make himself big. Big save at the moment in that game.
Take a look now at the full-time highlights brought to you by Duckworth's. Where do we start? We start in the 13th minute. New York Red Bulls 2 had 2 huge chances earlier to score, and then they finally broke through.
Yeah, that's the man that's really been the curse for Charlotte, Jeremy Raffanello. Good little touch and great finish. Done well to keep it down.
6 minutes later, Dean Kelly scores Charlotte's first goal at their new refurbished stadium in spectacular style.
Came from nothing, you know, a little movement, and he's in on goal. Does well. He's quite far out. Does well to keep that on target.
And then he possibly outdoes himself in the 41st.
Oh, he outdoes himself, all right. When this ball comes back to him on the chest, he knows exactly what he wants to do. So impressed with how he does that on his weaker foot.
It was 2-1 Charlotte at the time. Mike Jeffrey's side looked in control. Remember, Dane Kelly left with an injury in the second half. Then Red Bulls 2 picked up a second wind, it felt like, and Omar Sow equalized.
Yeah, good team goal here. Jake LaCava playing to his teammate Omar Sow, who converts it. Good finish.
His second of the season for Red Bulls 2, and then a couple of substitutes combined on what turns out to be the winner. Knee finds Brummett after a scramble in the box.
This is a goal mile scramble, all right. Brummett's just in the right place. That's where a striker should be. So credit him for being there and converting that.
Just a fantastic finish through the traffic and a phenomenal game in Charlotte. The famous toastery, full-time stats from this one. 16 shots apiece, but 12-6 shots on target. New York Red Bulls 2 just edged it in possession, and Lloyd, just a phenomenal game.
It was a great game to call. We've really enjoyed ourselves in here. You look at the stats, 16 shots each. Great game to watch. Red Bulls did enough to win it.
What a win for John Woleniek's side. Down twice in this game, they came back to win this one. It was a topsy-turvy, back-and-forth affair as Charlotte opened up their refurbished stadium. Looked like Charlotte were in control at one point. Red Bulls 2 had a couple of leads in this game, but in the end, 2 goals in the latter stages won it for New York Red Bulls 2 as they crashed the party in Charlotte. For Lloyd Sam and our entire crew, I'm Sean St. Jacques saying so long from Charlotte. New York Red Bulls 2 spoil the party, and they win it by 3-2.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League Championship cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the expressed written consent of the United Soccer League Championship.